Oklahoma log. Stardate 06092024. It's been an eternity since we've seen anything remotely resembling the old World of Warcraft. Modern WoW looks more like summer camp. The retail players applaud the change, and those who are less enchanted with it desperately cling to recycled content. The few of us left who came up in that old world, with its fearsome orcs and undead legions, now find ourselves lost and alone. Shall we ever see that world of Warcraft brought to life again? Or is it gone forever? Soon we depart the Dragon Isles, where our mission to help the most feeble and delicate dragons in all of fantasy fiction is now complete. We are headed into a long war at the heart of Azeroth itself, to fight for the world soul, which I guess is kind of like its core, but more swirly and mystical. As we brave the dark unknown of void space, we are in search of one of the most chaotic, unstable, and attention-seeking forces in the entire universe. A girl with purple hair. Light save us. And here we are, the war within, going hot. Already over here in that beta, which, if you don't know, beta and early access are products now. And if you buy the Epic edition of the game, that's how you have to get into them. Now, this always stirs up a lot of drama because there's people like me that think that that's bullshit and completely unacceptable. And then there's smart people who know that Blizzard's trying to make as much money as they can. And so the best way to do that is to package these beta and early access as products now. And I'm going to guess they're going to make a ton of money by doing that. And of course, you can come over to the subreddit and you can see people getting stirred up about it. If you don't like the early access, show it by not paying for it. And that's what I did. However, you can scroll down here very quickly and you're going to see a lot of people that are like, absolutely don't give a damn, and I'm thrilled about it. And let's be honest, this issue's been settled long before World of Warcraft War Within. I think the success that Call of Duty and other products that have done this have just been very successful for them. And so now beta and early access is part of the product that they're selling. They're making millions off doing it. So how could I ever be mad about it? I don't like it at all, and I'm not a part of it, but it makes a lot of sense to me if I'm getting paid and I've got employees to pay and I want the game to be successful. So if the community wants this, and they seem to, then I really couldn't stand in the way. And you can just see here, just paid for it, definitely already bought it. The poors cry about this every X-Pack. Already paid for it happily. And again, it's just $100. And you'll see the downvotes flowing because, again, it's not about the money. It's about the principle for a lot of us. One of the things that they never mention, and this is something that World of Warcraft has in spades, is it's been out so long and it's been so successful that it's actually collected a lot of people that never stop playing WoW. So you've got a group of people who are going to play the entire beta and do everything, pretty much all the leveling in the beta. That's going to close out and they're going to be just dying to get into the early access, right? Whatever this gap is between these two is going to damn near kill them. Then they're going to hop in the early access and just tear it up. And once they level something to max, they're going to go level something else and level. They're going to have 3 or 4 things leveled up by the time season 1 starts. And they just hit it like that. And that's not, in my opinion, some small percentage of the community. I think at this point, there's a lot of people that are just fans. And, the base of fan is fanatic. And those are the people that love the game the most. And so the only criticism that I legitimately have when it comes to paying for early access and beta is I actually think they could charge more. Because I honestly believe the people that'll pay $90 to get into the beta and the 3-day early access, and to be fair here, there are people that bought it because, hey, it's a time that you can buy tenders, or maybe they like the T-Mog set, or they like the toys and the book and the little, there's a lot of reasons people could have bought this. So let's be fair about that. However, beta access and early access was a nice draw for a lot of people, as you can read about, and I'll link it in the bottom of the post. You guys can scroll through there if you want some entertainment. It is kind of funny to see people go to war over it. So the rich, powerful, and addicted will be all up in the beta and early access, and the lowly poors and I will begin on August 26th. Don't short yourself, Blizzard. There's a lot more juice to squeeze out of this community, and I think you should charge 120, 150 out of the gate next X-Pack, because they'll pay it. And if they'll pay it, why shouldn't you? Get them dollar bills, baby. You earned them. Over here on the June trading post, you got your motorized surfboard. The riding turtle, this one kind of pisses me off because if you don't know, this is the fishing turtle, and I busted my ass to get this thing, and now everyone can have it, but I guess it's fine. It does have that cool little animation, and I guess it doesn't have the same shell color as the fishing one, but it's pretty much the exact same. Goes pretty fast in water, too. For the first time in a long time, some paladin-looking pieces here. These might go pretty well with what? That Judgment set's kind of got that orange to it. I don't know. We'll have to check it out and see. Be good for burning down those undead shitters. Of course, I guess they're on our team now, which is really weird. And are we all alliance now? Aren't we just one big alliance all working together? I don't know. I'm confused. From here on down, it's a bunch of bikini tops, beads, floaties, beach chairs. Really hitting that summer theme. And I guess why not, huh? Summer's in the air. I don't even know. What's the best beach in Azeroth? I don't know. Sounds like it'd be a good video. I'll have to do that one. I'll check it out and I'll report back to you guys, all right? This Water Blaster BL, can I be honest with you all? This clipped me a little bit. You know what it reminded me of? The amazing and eternally awesome Super Soaker 50. You got no idea how cool this was. I got this as a 9-year-old from my old man. I took my Super Soaker to YMCA summer camp, and I'm going to tell you, I farmed honor all week. Conquest capped, motherfuckers. I got PvP in my blood. You can know that. And this thing was a dream. You cranked this up till that thing was just, you could hear the seal squeaking so much, and then just lay out that hate. Ah, what a dream. One of the best toys ever made. And just, I can smell this thing coming out of the box, you know? That nostalgia hit. Oh, God, family. I love it. Love my Super Soaker 50, and don't come in with all your, I had a Super Soaker 7000 with the battery shit. You see right here where it says, no batteries required. This was the weapon of men. And those of you who know. This is a nice looking tower. I like that burnt orange. I'm going to do that one for sure. That's sweet. Of course, some more dresses, and don't forget about the monthly capes. I hope we have some more colored hoods. They always have the capes and the different colored hoods. But these are those nice, look at that. That's going to be a nice paladin cape right there. We'll throw that over a shoulder here pretty soon. Some more bracelets and beads, and then some sandals. But when you have hooves, you don't have to worry about the sandals so much. And here we go with the capes. Yeah, the vagabond capes and carrot capes and all that. I really like the simplicity of this sharpened shank. Can I say that? Just a nice, efficient dagger. That's all you need. So like I said, summer's in the air. And for those of you just dying to get that pool party Barbie look, this is your month, family. Get some. And now it's time to place your bets. Where do you think the War Within is going to fall here on the chart? You come out here to Legion and, of course, Shadowlands. Look at the sales on Shadowlands. COVID helped this a lot, I think. You've also got BFA down here, not doing quite as well. And people forget this, but Dragonflight actually didn't sell that well. Now, all of this and most of the content creators that I watch blamed Shadowlands because you had this massive drop, and they say Dragonflight could only pull this up so much from the low point. I'm not sure that I 100% agree with that, but time will soon tell, because one of my concerns is a lot of people that came up in this World of Warcraft and these old ones, I don't think they're as enchanted with the retail version as maybe they used to be back here in Legion. You got to remember, the whole community was united back in Legion. These other versions come along and start breaking people off. But you could argue that by now, a lot of the nostalgia and love for those old classic versions has worn off. However, you could also argue that people that like those modes aren't really going to be interested in the retail version. And so we'll have to see which one of those statements is more true. Probably both of them hold some weight. But make no mistake about it, Blizzard's patting himself on the back for reestablishing relationships with our players. But I think a better truth and a better statement up here at the top would be, we're riding Classic's coattails. That's what's bringing these subs up. And you will see that Dragonflight did have some drop off. Now, maybe it was less of a curve than some of these expansions. And you'll hear a lot of retailers talk about retention. But Dragonflight also received way more consistent updates and content. I mean, some of these like BFA and Legion, I mean, there were gaps of 6 months to a year, it felt like, in some of the content updates. So maybe this did decay a little less slowly than it typically does, but it damn sure ought to have, because they ramped up how consistently they were putting out content in Dragonflight. So it didn't sell well and it still dropped off. And then Classic Season of Discovery brings them right back up to here. And they're very proud of that. And that's fine. They can be. But it makes me wonder where the War Within is in, because I don't hear a lot about it being the fastest selling WoW expansion of all time. You definitely don't hear that. And we're 2 months out. And you'll remember when Diablo was selling like hotcakes, they were quick to announce, hey, this thing's selling like hotcakes. So it's going to be interesting to see where the War Within falls here on the legacy chart. What do you guys think? You think it's going to be up here? Think it's going to be the best-selling WoW expansion of all time? Could it possibly be? Or is it going to be a little more modest down here in the Dragonflight neighborhood? It's going to be interesting to see. But for now, I hope you're enjoying that nice break between the last season of an old expansion and the new one launching. Take your time, go outside, hit the pool, play some of those other games you got sitting in your Steam library for a little bit. But on August 26th, Oklahoma gang, be prepared, because we're going in. And it's about to get purple. Oklahoma out.